What's up, Savages? You know what today is? Today is the day where everyone will be buying their t-shirts. And you know what t-shirt that is? It's the Savage shirt. You can get this at ugcevents.com and you go to the store. You want this shirt because if you don't, I don't want you watching my videos. I'm kidding. You don't have to buy it, but look how cool it looks. I think the red's the best color. There's a couple other colors. I think there's like an olive green that doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks like one of those shirts you would get in like a basic military training. But other than that, let's go ahead and start. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gandhi's Thoughts, brought to you by My Nutrition. I am Gandhi, and today I'm talking about two things. One, was PAX exciting? Right? And then two, Parasite. Now, Parasite, but before we get into it, there's a couple things in this world that simply don't make sense, right? And there's a lot of times where it's never going to add up. This is one of them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and basically bring the hands time all the way back here. So, Parasite has been a part of Curse since basically the start of Ghost, right? He's been a part of it. He loves the organization. He's always been a big fan of what what they have going on, and basically, how he likes his career. Now, on top of that, Curse also has money, right? So you always kind of want to stay where the money's at ish. But anyways, Parasite starts off, Curse Las Vegas immediately gets top 12, then they go to Philly, they get top 3, and then they don't make COD champs, right? They get top 16 at regionals, which really caught everyone off guard. In that time, though, Parasite had, I guess, built up this reputation, and it's not really just now, but it's over the time, where he wasn't really trustworthy, and this is basically my complete perception of it, and I believe that Parasite burned too many bridges to where he didn't have a team. So after COD Regionals, right, or the U.S. Finals, if you will, after U.S. Finals, Parasite found himself with a team house with no team, and no players that he actually trusted to be on that team. And I put him in a weird spot, right? And so he kept looking, and, there was rumors where he's going to grab, like, 2 Europeans, and then, assuming he did try to get the Europeans, it means the Europeans basically said, right? But who knows? That's all rumors. But the big thing here is that Parasite was like, you know what? I'm still a part of Curse. I'm going to move out to Atlanta. So he moves out to where the team house is in Atlanta, and he's hanging out there, and then next thing you know, you get the announcement on Monday that it's going to be Enable, Tipsy, Mochilla, and Parasite, and we're all like, oh, what the shit? Burns off, you got raped, buddy. And I'm a big fan of Burns. Burns is definitely one of the nicest guys in the community. He's got his head on straight, he's a great guy, and at the UGC land, you saw him basically go from, like, inconsistent to super consistent, right? He was never ever put himself in too many bad scenarios. He was a really, really talented player, and I liked watching him the entire weekend. So Burnsoff gets the boot. Parasite goes to PAX, right? He's playing with, like, Miracles, and they get their finish and they're all happy, and Parasite's like, oh look, I really am good. And then, whoa, well, we've seen it all here today. Look at that. It's not every day that the camera just moves. That's interesting. Okay, anyways. So, God, that is fucking wild. It's like a ghost just came in here and was like, oh, yeah, by the way, fuck your thoughts, you little bitch. So, he gets on this team and he does good, and he's basically just like, everyone, I don't suck. Right? And, like, kind of as a joke. And then Sunday night, he fucking releases himself from fucking the organization. Now, I don't know if it was Parasite saying, okay, guys, I want to be out, or if it was the organization saying, we want you out. But it wouldn't make sense for the organization to do that, because basically it's like Optic Gaming, and then it's like, I would say Parasite. I would say Parasite's probably the next biggest thing there. I mean, he gets great stream numbers, he's got a lot of people, he's got a big fan base, and I don't think Curse would personally be willing to lose him. I don't. So when I look at it, I'm like, he's up to something. He's scheming to somewhere. And, Parasite's always going to be scheming. But right now, he doesn't plan on making a team for Season 2. And as we all know, today is the day before the roster locks. And that's fucking scary. That's where we all say, okay, what the shit is going to happen tonight? We already saw Saints get dropped, right? And that was a little sketchy, but we'll go into that more in depth in a bit. In like another video. Not today. Today I got 2 things and I got to talk about quick. So, Parasite is scheming somewhere, right? But right now, he will be filling in for Apathy at Niagara. Now, Niagara's in May, so I think that's what we'll be seeing a lot from the TK team, is basically them playing with Haggy, getting in preparation for it, and see what happens from there. Now, looking forward, where do we see Parasite? Well, a lot of people are saying, oh, you know what? He might end up back with Nameless, right? We may see that. I will completely lose my mind if somehow Parasite ends up on fucking Justice with Miracles and Gilla. I will lose my mind. I really will. I just think at this point in time, Parasite's kind of gravitating to the people he's comfortable with. That's why you always see him kind of hang out with Nameless. That's why you always kind of see him end up going back with Miracles and Killa. Because if it worked before, why won't it work again, right? It's like a shitty high school relationship. You know those crappy relationships that you always see that go on for like 4 years and you're kind of like, he's cheated on her like fucking 10 times and she's cheated on him like 3. Why the fuck do they keep coming back together? And it doesn't make sense. It's just because they're comfortable with each other. They've seen each other with their masks off and everyone's just like, oh, well, he accepts me. No one else will. But in reality, they have no idea it's completely fucking normal. But whatever. People suck. That's what it is. So what's Parasite going to do? I have no idea. But if he does end up somehow back with Killa and Miracles, and I know it's such a long shot, I will lose my mind. But then again, can we really expect anything less from a guy who moved out to Atlanta to leave the team so he can go back home? I don't know. So, all right, now PAX. So I don't know about you guys out there, and I don't mean this as an attack on like MLG by any means, but like PAX just did not do it for me. I thought the setup was cool. I thought the casters actually were really, really cool to listen to. I thought Nadeshot did a really, really good job throughout the entire time. I really do, but you know, that's like a quarter of the battle. You know, most people want gameplay, and it was so weird, but it was a good thing because the players showed professionalism, right, for the event, because they still showed up with their team and they played and everything like that, and there was limited problems. But at the same time, as a viewer, I was kind of just like, I don't care, right? Like it wasn't as intense because none of the teams were there to really prove that they could compete. And for me, as like a caster person, I'm not even a caster. I'm just an entertainer. I don't. That's what I do. So for me as an entertainer, right, I like to watch teams who put their whole heart into like practice and then clash up, right? It doesn't matter how much the money's for, but that's what I love. And to see that at PAX wasn't there. It was kind of all it kind of did was basically show, oh, Complexity, you did another one, congrats, bro, right? Like, I don't, get out of here, like, right? But I think PAX was meh. By the way, I just want to say one thing on PAX. Miracles. Yeah, that's right. You guys all thought I was fucking crazy when I said how good I thought he was. My man showed up. That's what matters. Now, I'm going to end with this right here. With Curse Las Vegas basically becoming Curse Atlanta, and then Parasite leaving the Curse organization, and Burns now returning back to Atlanta, will Curse Fire, which is Burns' previous team with Mud Dog, retain that spot, or will it get purchased by FaZe for FaZe Black? Now that is what everyone needs to be basically keeping your eye on, because right now one of these organizations is going to be getting, and by one I mean the majority of these organizations are going to be approached by others to see if they can actually get that spot, and by they I mean FaZe Black. So who's it going to be? I don't know. Will it happen? I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. I love you, but I don't love you. Take it easy. God, I love that fucking shit. Love it.